we'll see. I mean, the thing is, we've seen such a domination from Double Cloud, mainly from Como and MK Leo. These guys are clearly the best team that we've seen thus far, you know? So it's like, is what it is, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into it. We have Mistake and Captain Zack rocking out that double Bayonetta, going up against FSF, Mr. E, and of course, one and only, man, VC, Mr. R.
Yeah, forget about Double Cloud for a second. We got Double Bayo and Double Misters on the screen
right
now.
Mr. and Mrs., man.
I think these are two of the strongest team compositions as well. Sheik Lucina is so disgusting. You get all that setup from the needles and the throws into Lucina's high-powered aerials. And when you get a chance, of course, you can also forward smash out of the needle hit stun as well. So yeah, this is a very strong team. And Double Bayonetta, I mean, what needs to be said?
Yeah, what needs to be said, man. I mean, you know what, man? Chat hates it. It is what it is. But guys, very, very strong characters. And you know, just mistaking Captain Zack, just in general, a lot of these Bayonettas have been working alongside each other. They've been going to tournaments alongside each other very often. So I think it's great because you know you're going to have synergy along with them just being such great single players in their own right.
Yeah, you have the camaraderie between mains of the same character, particularly with Bayonetta and other characters like Little Mac randomly. They're very strong as a community, but it's going to take a little bit more than community to get past Mr. E and Mr. R. As we already see Mistake drop in his first stock. That up tilt from Lucina, no spacing necessary, but here goes Sheik as well. And we've got pretty much a dead even game. Excellent save there by Mr. R, getting Mr. E out of trouble.
Yeah, really well done. I thought it was in the second version there, not really get too much out of it.
The one thing I don't like about Double Bayo is that they kind of occupy too much space from each other.
Yeah.
You see them getting into each other with the afterburner kicks in the air, and there's some kind of collision, you know, just they're on top of each other.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Unless the other one is free, you often run into that situation where, like you said, like there's going to be interrupting each other with the ABK. So what are you going to do in that situation? You're not really going to get these long conversions you think of when you initially hear Double Bayo.
And we also saw that single needle into back air from Lucina. Just such a quick and easy team combo. Whereas Bayonetta, although they have, you know, the ability to kill you at next to no %, it takes a long time to get you all the way up there. And look, Mr. E breaking Mr. R out of trouble this time.
Yeah, really well done.
And now blue team with firm stage control and a solid lead. They've got a full stock. As long as they can keep Mr. R alive here, they're definitely sitting pretty. Oh, the team grab though. Is Captain Zack gonna kill him?
Yeah, don't die like that, man.
Yeah, tragic, dude.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Yeah, way too soon.
Oh, and the kick hitbox from the back throw.
That was
off
really
the blue
well
team.
done.
And yeah, there we go. All of a sudden, this is a lot closer. Of course, percent is not all that relevant when Bayonetta's on the screen, especially two of them.
That's true. Well, it's going to be all about the positioning, man. You got to be really careful at these high spots because then that could be your life.
Oh!
That can be your life.
I was just about to say Mistake, known for his extremely dangerous conversions. I'd say the best combo conversions out of all the top Bayonettas at the moment.
I would agree.
Making quick work of Mr. R, has to borrow Mr. E stock, and all of a sudden, like I said, man, percents don't matter. The Bayonetta team is now up comfortably. Their best shot here is to get rid of Mistake, but Sheik, of course, without much rage, that up air is not going to kill, and there goes Mr. E.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and that's very unfortunate too because I think in that situation, a lot of people still aren't as competent at doing the triple jump, double up air for the kill, which we saw from Mistake. And so I think Mr. R just simply wasn't ready for it. He's like, oh, I'm not going to die from this up air. And so he actually didn't DI the up air properly, which actually saves you from the second up air.
So smart by Captain Zack, trying to witch time the burst grenade from Sheik there. That almost activated on her, but not quite in range. But man, this is looking pretty bad. Oh, there we go. Mistake with some friendly fire, though. That could be the downfall of this team.
No, absolutely.
They are on top of each other a lot. And also, I was watching Salem and Mistake play some friendlies in the hotel on Thursday, and they were just colliding a lot. A lot of accidental friendly fire and miscommunications. So I hope that doesn't plague Mistake and Zack too much, because now they're playing in bracket rather than just some casual gameplay.
Oh, yeah. Tried to go set up. He's like, no, I got you. I've seen it before.
Man, and what a roller coaster of a match. Mr. R and Mr. E were looking so good at the beginning, but just not quite clutch enough to pull it off. And Mr. R having to borrow that stock from Mr. E really turned the tides of things. He died at 65%. He got the full roof, you know.
It's kind of funny because it almost looks like Captain Zack is sitting down there on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like,
that's super funny. Is that Zeke?
Is it Zeke?
I
think it might be.
Kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
Captain Zeke, dude.
Yeah, Captain Zeke indeed.
All right. So we've got another run back here to Smashville. Right, they did play on Smashville, not Town last time, right? I always like the game later.
Right, I know, right?
Like, wait a minute.
Damn Animal Crossing stages.
Yeah. Either way, got a good start from the blue team here, but of course that can all change with one Mirror Witch twist.
Yep.
All right, and they're getting these follow-ups. Look at that. Mistake already at 96%, knocking on death's door. Of course, Lucina is such a powerful character, and I swear he wanted to up smash and not dash attack there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucina never wants to dash attack. It's such a bad move.
Oh,
No!
And no DI there, but he's going to be okay regardless.
Yeah, Mr. E and Mr. R definitely have to hit the lab and work on that smash DI out of Bayo combos after what I'm seeing here.
No, absolutely. I think for the most... Oh, my gosh. Was it worth
kill, though. Man, and Mr. R was definitely at a lower percent than Mistake, so you have to think that might have been kind of a misplay. There were probably some other ways he could have closed that stock out. Either way, you can just see the setup power of the Sheik and Lucina team, right? You don't need roof combos to get it done in doubles.
Oh, absolutely.
I love seeing the broken stuff in doubles because I treat it like Marvel. You know what I'm saying? You want to crack open the most broken stuff you could think of. And look at that, the needle staged by Captain Zack without a second jump, unable to get another up B.
Wow, okay, that was cute. I love that.
Speaking of Marvel,
yeah, that was marvelous, man. Is he still going?
Oh my God, it's still going, and now the Bayonettas are up a stock. This was looking like a pretty fair fight until, I'd say, the friendly fire forward smash from Mr. E was the defining moment.
And then right after that, it was just straight time stone, man. They did not escape.
They definitely popped the Infinity Storm, man. I'll tell you what. All right, but back to Reality Stone. We've got the Bayonettas bleeding heavily. 2 quick KOs could put this into blue team's favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back throw. Oh, up air. Nothing off of it.
Not going to get it.
I feel like back air would not have killed because they weren't close enough to the edge.
I agree.
But still, got to make sure those kill conversions are on point. And again, another friendly fire forward smash. The FFFS.
All right, and just like that, we're going to see the Misters in a very, very solid lead. So as long as they're going to continue this trend, staying on the space. I know Mr. R tends to be a little bit better at DIing his combos. Mr. E, not so much, and that's the problem.
And it's Mr. Steal Your Stock in the building.
Yep.
But unfortunately, Mr. E out of the extra stock now for Mr. R to take. We literally just got to see Mr. R hang back as much as possible, hang on to the stock, let Lucina take the beating. But again, hits Mr. R away. This friendly fire from both teams is really costing them some huge opportunities, but there we go, the needles to forward smash. That's the clutchness we need to see from this blue team.
Exactly. And trying to escape here on the side, but definitely a very solid situation for Lucina. She definitely has proper tools to get some ledge guards here.
Yeah, absolutely. The traps are on point. Wow, just a simple forward air, enough to close it out.
Man. That's all you need.
That's why this character is so dangerous in doubles, and you'll see a lot of Valtrin players opt to pick her instead of Marth.
True.
Yeah, you can just swing, and you'll often get a kill, especially with all the chaos going on, right?
No, exactly. And you cover so much space. And just like going back to what you were saying earlier about the needles, man. Needles are so precious because that is the way that Sheik is allowed to save their teammate without getting caught up in these scramble situations. Because if Sheik's in there, she can die in an instant. But if you're out from far, you well-placed needles, you get easy conversions, and you're able to help your teammate. I mean, just a win-win.
Yeah, I feel like these guys definitely know their roles. You'll see Mr. R hanging back quite a lot, but somehow he's always the one with the most damage by the end of the match.
True.
Let's see if we'll see any more roof combos. Prove to be a thorn in the blue team's side here. Mistaken Zack definitely looked like they had it last game, too. It's definitely quite the back and forth between these two teams. Again, another roller coaster of a match last time. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Dancing Blade on both of them, but one of them managed to pop out.
Yeah, beautiful catch. Nice DI. We saw that from Mr. E on that ABK. He was able to actually get a hit afterwards with that back air and that set up the stage control.
Yeah, Mr. E, man, hands down one of the best doubles players in the game. Like, you'll see his results sometimes dip a little bit in singles, but in doubles, man, this guy is an absolute monster. And I feel like he's starting to become static with Mr. R, so now that they're working out their individualized team combos, you know, like the specific Mr. E plus Mr. R team combos, they're going to be a lot more dangerous.
Oh, I agree. I mean, and it makes sense, too, because if you guys forgot, Mr. E used to play some Sheik before he actually went back and started playing Marth and playing Lucina. So he has awareness of how to work around Sheik in doubles, which sometimes a lot of people just don't have. And if Mr. R's playstyle works really well with Mr. E, because Mr. E tends to be more of a hyper-aggressor in doubles. So love the patient play from Mr. R. It helps him out a lot.
Oh, dude, he's a face masher. Like, he just wants to get up to you and start attacking, and that, I feel like, is complemented very well by the naturally kind of turtley playstyle that Sheik brings to the table. Not that Mr. R is a particularly campy player himself, but just his character allows him to switch gears like that so effectively.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Mr. E, sometimes he's got to relax on pushing those buttons because he's Bayonetta is pushing a whole lot of buttons. And they've taken these stocks mad early, so he's got to be a bit better at dealing with the DI, and just not, if he's not going to have the DI, just get out of those ranges, right? You just get out of the space. Be safer.
Bayonetta, absolutely one of the best counter poke characters in the game. Just that up B out of shield, witch time. There you go. You cannot be pressing against her.
Yeah.
Oh, mistake almost getting carted off. Taking in that free ambulance ride back to Canada.
Yep.
Oh, and Mr. E getting tossed around by Captain Zack up in the top left. Able to get back to the stage. No handoff successfully to Mr. R. They're definitely struggling to get rid of Mistake's second stock here, and they need to do so really quickly to make up for this deficit.
Absolutely.
And they'd still be behind even if they take him out right now. All this damage on Mr. E. He's going to be taking the back seat now.
And they're going for a chase, a B. Yeah, he's going to have his double jump right back.
Yeah, you ain't gimping her.
Nope. The main thing about Bayonetta, if she's going to have her double jump on deck, then there's really nothing else you can do as far as the recovery.
There we go, the rogue full hop up air. Oh, and an SD from Captain Zack. All of a sudden, blue team's back in this.
Wow.
Honestly, I feel like the strat should be Mr. E taking the front and dying intentionally before Mr. R takes too much damage. Then they've got a fair one stock apiece fight.
I agree. But
okay,
right,
yeah,
okay.
No,
I mean, it
worked out.
technically works. You wanted to get a bit more damage, but hey, you do what you do.
I like this, but they have to protect Mr. R at this point. Oh, and Mr. E running off stage to try to save him. I don't know if that was good because he just forfeited all the stage control in the world.
Okay.
Excellent up B out of shield.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and now
way to reverse the pressure.
Yo, absolutely. And now that allowed Mr. R to get some stage control himself, and be able to really dictate that with a lot of the needles, as we've seen before.
Right, and yeah, he retreated to the uppermost platform, or rather the side platform, to keep himself safe. But still, it's looking like it's over.
Yeah, toss aside.
I mean, I don't like the odds of fighting one Bayo in a tied one-stock situation. She almost always has the upper hand, but when there's two of them, it's like Ice Climbers all over again, except no AI to worry about. The Witch Fist, there we go. Oh, no, not quite. Ooh. Wow, and it is still just the best of three as the Misters are kept out of top 8.
Oh, man.
2 Bayonettas, at least, making it into the top 8 of this doubles bracket.
Bayonetta fisting competition, man, as usual, man.
Yeah, she's, man, kind of a wild character. You got 2 of them on the screen at the same time. Like, people say Double Cloud's nonsense, but I just saw some bona fide nonsense from these guys as well.